Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to Straight to Blu-ray. I am James, and this is going to be another Average James 4K movie review. Today's review is going to be from Scream Factory, and it is going to be The Exorcist III. Just watched this one the other night, so I'm going to be going over some of the video and audio quality on this one, some of the special features, all that good stuff. Like I said, this is just an average person's review. I'm not going to get too in-depth into like the detailed specifications of everything. I'm just going to tell you if it looks good on your TV or not. I do have a 4K television player, 4K Blu-ray player. I do have Dolby Atmos, all that good stuff, but nothing super fancy. So this is just going to kind of be what you can expect to see for the average person if you decide you want to pick up The Exorcist III on 4K. So yeah, let's go ahead and get into this one. Like I said, this came out a couple weeks ago. Just finally got a chance to watch it. This is from Scream Shout Factory. So as you can see, this is the front cover here, the slip cover, and then we have the back right there. Hopefully you can see all that. And then the actual case is just going to be the same as the slip cover right there. And let me set that guy down. Nothing too spectacular. You do get some disc art, so you get the let's see there. You got the 4K disc. 4K disc. This is the theatrical cut on 4K. And then you've got two different ones. You got this Blu-ray right here, and then you got this one. The one Blu-ray is going to be also the theatrical cut just on Blu-ray, and the second Blu-ray is the director's cuts. But the director's cut is only on the Blu-ray version. It does not come in the 4K version, so you do get technically three different versions of the movie if you'd like. So yeah, and then it's Shout Factory, so it does have a good number of special features. I'll go over what exactly you get special feature wise. All right, let's see. Now on the first disc, which is the 4K theatrical cut, nothing special on that one. You just get the 2023 4K scan of the original camera negative, so no actual additional special features on the 4K. For disc 2, which is the Blu-ray version of the theatrical cut, you get the same thing, 2023 4K scan of the original camera negative, just on a Blu-ray disc. You're also going to get a vintage featurette. You get deleted scenes, alternate takes, and bloopers. I don't know if I'm a big fan of bloopers in a horror movie. I mean, in a comedy, you're kind of in that mood. You want to joke around. I don't know. Maybe some people like horror bloopers, but not really my thing. I haven't checked any of these out, so I don't know if they're any good or not. You get deleted prologue. You get a vintage interviews with cast and crew, photo galleries, theatrical trailers, and TV spots. Like I said, that's disc 2. The Blu-ray theatrical cut, and on disc 3, which is the Blu-ray director's cut, you get an audio interview with director-writer William Peter Blatty. You also get Death Be Not Proud, a 5-part documentary on the making of The Exorcist III, featuring interviews with actor Brad Dourif, producer Carter DeHaven, production designer Leslie Dilley, composer Barry DeVorzon, and more. And that all comes with the third disc, which, like I said, is the Blu-ray director's cut version of that one. I haven't watched the two Blu-ray versions. I only watched the 4K theatrical version on that one, so that's going to be what I'm basing my kind of review on for that. This does have HDR, and it does have Dolby Vision for the color grading. I have a Dolby Vision television, but not a Dolby Vision 4K player, so I still need to pick one of those up. So the version that I saw was just the regular HDR 10 on the color grading on that one. This does also have a DTS HD 5.1 audio track, not a Dolby Atmos track on that one. So yeah, that's what you're going to get if you decide to pick up The Exorcist III. As far as the movie goes, I'm going to say something that may be a little blasphemous for somebody who watches a ton of movies. I've never seen The Exorcist, the first Exorcist. I have never seen it. I need to see it, but for whatever reason, I just have never gotten around to watching the original Exorcist. As a matter of fact, the only Exorcist I've ever seen is part 3, but this wasn't the first time. I had seen bits and pieces of it before. I remember watching it as a kid, maybe like my early teens, and that scene with it's not really a ghost, but the white figure chasing the nurse out of the room. Man, and that when I was younger, I was an avid watcher of, jump scare movie, your Friday the 13th, your Nightmare on Elm Street, Halloween, all that stuff, slasher movies. So I didn't scare too easily, but that one made me jump twice actually. Saw it second time, maybe second time. Definitely a really good movie. Brad Dourif in this one as the, I guess, the demon character, just a really good job. Especially he has some really long dialogue when he's in there with oh God, I'm forgetting his name offhand here. George C. Scott. George C. Scott. He's in there with him in the the insane asylum cell, and he has this really long dialogue, and it's just, he does an amazing job in this one. As far as like sequels go, like I said, I've never seen the first two, but as far as a sequel, I really enjoyed the movie, just outright the movie. So definitely it's one you want to check out if you haven't seen it before. As far as the actual 4K edition on this, I have not seen the Blu-ray, but the 4K looks great. I mean, this movie came out in, I want to say 1990. Yeah, 1990 on this one. For some reason, it's not because of the picture quality. The movie just seems older to me than 1990. Maybe I'm just getting old because, I mean, that was, what, 33 years ago? It just seems like it was, I would have thought this was like an 80s movie, but that doesn't have anything to do with the picture quality. It does look really good in 4K. There is grain that you're going to see in this one. That's just, so if you're somebody that doesn't like grain, you probably aren't going to like this. It's just one of those things. But it's not like overdone. I mean, this is a pretty dark movie in a lot of scenes, but it's not like, wow, there's way too much grain on here. I thought it came through nicely. I think it basically, is what the movie should look like. But it definitely look good. The HDR on this, the colors did a really good job. You could see some really good detail on people's faces on this one, even with the kind of special effects and whatnot. So I thought the video quality on this was really good. Definitely worth picking up on the 4K just for that. The audio was okay. It was nothing spectacular. I really like when God, I'm really terrible with names. Dorff was he kind of, when he's in the cell and he's talking, it's like they've put like a demonic sound to his voice, but it's real kind of subtle. It's not like over the top, like we've jacked up a computer audio on this one. It's real, it's just perfectly on there. It's not overdone. It's just subtly there, and it sounds really great with the audio. You're not going to get this, and this isn't that kind of movie where you're going to get these amazing sounds where you would even need a Dolby Atmos, that you're going to hear things whizzing around. Obviously, there's some scenes, there's some scare scenes in this one. But I thought that the HD, it's HD 5.1, yeah, DTS HD 5.1 on the audio did a really good job on that. I did find some of the dialogue was kind of low. I did have to in between, because as if you've seen any of my other reviews, I do live in an apartment, so some of the more scarier, louder scenes can get loud, and then the audio, the dialogue is kind of low. I did have to turn it up a little bit on that, but it came through clear. I didn't have any issues with really hearing it. Just the volume level in between the loudest kind of, loud portions with the dialogue could be kind of a big stretch right there. So if you are somebody that has neighbors, or you're in a townhouse or an apartment per se, and you've got your surround sound on, that might be kind of a little bit of an issue for you. But you just have to, up down on the remote like I do sometimes, or just piss off your neighbors, whatever you want to do, or watch it when they're not home. If you know they're not home, then just crank the sucker up and enjoy it the way it should be. But yeah, I thought the audio was good for the kind of movie it is. The audio that was necessary, like I said, didn't need a Dolby Atmos check. The 5.1 worked perfectly fine. So overall, like I said, the picture quality in this one was really good. There is, like I said, some grain. So if you're a grain hater, you're probably not going to like some of the scenes in this one. But I think it's done, appropriate for the movie. It's not, extreme or anything that, and they didn't like try to, do any kind of noise reduction too much where everybody's all waxy and that kind of thing. I think it's appropriate for the way that the movie should look. Overall, I think it's a really good, 4K disc. Like I said, if you want to pick this one up, it does come with the 2 Blu-rays. So even if you just want to check out the Blu-ray copy, or you want that additional director's cut on Blu-ray, this is going to be the version you want to go for. It wasn't super expensive at Scream Factory. I want to say it was about $20 for me. You might be able to get it on sale, but definitely worth picking up. Like I said, it's just the movie in general I thought was really good, especially for a part 3. As most times when you get into a part 3, unless there's Star Wars in front of it, it's not going to be the best, type of movie. But I thought this one, as far as a part 3 goes, yeah, I mean, I'd have to think of all the part threes of movies, but it's probably one of the best, if not the best, part threes of anything I've seen as a standalone. If this was just The Exorcist and I hadn't, ever heard of the first two, this would have been a good movie. So definitely worth checking out if you haven't checked it out, and definitely worth picking up on 4K if you're thinking about picking this one up. So yeah, that is going to do it for this video, guys. If you're new to the channel, please think about hitting that like and subscribe button. I try to put out a couple videos every week on various movie related topics, and go ahead and leave me a comment down below. Let me know what you thought of The Exorcist III. Is it terrible that I have never seen The Exorcist? I mean, it is, but you can let me know in the comments down below. Do you hate this ridiculous hair dye I decided to put in my hair, even though I didn't put it in the sides? Let me know that in the comment down below too. Comments, yeah, down below. I don't know, I can't talk right now. All right, guys, as always, thanks for watching, and I will see y'all in the next video.